Members, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over the portfolio. I've made some recent changes. I want to break it down for you. We're at 209,000 invested right now. Year to date, we're up 1.13% compared to the S&P is at 1.44, which is no problem. When you look at the 1 year comparison right now, I'm up 27% in the portfolio compared to S&P 500's 18%. So we're doing well in that regard. What's really interesting about Fidelity is when you have money in here, it'll give you like 3 times leverage. It'll say that I have intraday buying power of 600 grand, but that's not the money that I have invested within this account. You can see for yourself, it's around 200 grand. So we're only gonna trade or buy and hold with the amount of money that's not gonna charge us margin. So we have an extra 17K in cash. We will go over that. When you look at your asset allocation here, we are at domestic stock around 89%, foreign stock, which is basically Alibaba at 1.7%, and our short term is our cash, which is highlighted by this yellow marker right here. Our biggest movers is Microsoft, Home Depot, FSPGX, Google, UNH, and BABA. I made some moves. Let's break it down. So looking at the portfolio in more detail here, let's look at our biggest movers, our highest percentage of the account. Right here, FSPGX is the biggest one right here. It's about 45%. Tallying about $74,000 at a cost basis of $36. So we're sitting in the driver's seat, up 27% in this. We're up over 21,000 on this. That's excellent. That's our long-term hold. You'll notice that we sold Meta stock. I sold Meta stock and I moved that money into Microsoft. Look at Microsoft here, now at 9.93% of the total portfolio. I have moved this up to a $20,000 position with a cost basis of $442. We are only up 4% because we have been continuously buying Microsoft. I'm going to break down that chart for you at the end of this video, why I'm buying it. Nike, I even added a little bit extra. We have 6 grand in, around 2.74%, tallying up almost $6,000 percentage. Now, if you look here, the biggest thing that I'm noticing here is I bought some more UNH, around $300 cost basis. We have 12 grand invested, around 6%. So I only like to go to 10% max of my individual stocks. But you will notice that Google stock right up here is up 106%, and it is 11.86% of the portfolio because my cost base is $160, $12,000 invested. We're up 12K. So it makes up a little bit more percentage as the stock appreciates. So that's okay. I'm just not going to continue to add. Breaking down specifics, I'm not going to be adding any more Google because it's at $330. It's too expensive. Home Depot, right now, I'm not going to be adding any more. It has to be under my cost basis of $366. Microsoft, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average and make this position a little bit bigger, about 10 to 11% total. And keep in mind that I always add FSPGX every single Monday. We add to this. So this account will eventually get to 100 grand by the end of 2026. So that's one of our goals right there. UNH, I'm going to continue building until it's at least a $15,000 position. I'm just waiting to see, is it going to sell off more? Let's get into the charts and take a look at where I'm looking to enter. Zooming in on Microsoft, where we have over $20,000 invested now, I am looking at the long-term chart. If you look here in 2022, it's had its dips, but it has always bounced back. So Microsoft, I like to trade within this trend channel. Now I'm getting a little aggressive here, but it is trading in the middle of this channel. So for me, I am accumulating shares of Microsoft in this area, knowing that I probably don't have the bottom, but I'm okay with that. As it continues to sell off, I'm going to buy even more. I like the percentage pullback. It had that $555 test all the way back to $450. That's about a 17% pullback from highs. That's what I'm looking for. I want to buy quality companies on dips. Now, if it dips back even further, I think about, okay, if it's $455 now, if it pulls back even to the $400 level, another 10 to 11% pullback. That's what I'm looking for. I'm okay with that. I'm going to continue to accumulate down in here at this last support down here. Because when you look at the 5-year chart, Microsoft does have this nice leg of support, and that is something that I will be watching. Now, let's break into another stock that I am watching potentially to add, which is Adobe. When I look at Adobe stock, everybody talks about the AI, it's going to take over, blah, blah, blah. When I look at Adobe stock, this is offering an interesting opportunity here. If you look on a 5-year chart, you can see that there has been multiple times where Adobe has ran up almost like 100% and then pulled back 60, 70%, ran up almost 100%, and then now coming back down another 30 to 40% right here. There's clear support around this 275 area. We're going to be thinking about buying in at these levels. If you look at their earnings sheet, they have been proving themselves that AI is not taking them over, and they are making very good money quarter after quarter with their revenue. So I'm going to be watching Adobe stock on this level. I want to see, it's $296. I want to see if we get a little more capitulation. Do we pull back to about $276? Potentially going to be buying more shares as we go in. When you look on the 1-year chart, you can see the 1 year with the RSI. Look how low it is right now. And you can't make trades based off RSI, but it can start to guide you so you can get an idea, is this stock oversold? It is at 22 on the RSI. That is something that I am going to keep in mind when I'm trying to be selective to add this to the long-term portfolio.